there's something I miss about my church back home in New York.
What's that?
The stained glass windows.
Well, you know what? It's
What?
funny you should say that,
Why?
because I have a recipe that is called cut glass cookies.
Yay!
Yay!
If you want to learn how to make cut glass cookies, stick around. Just want to remind you to hit that subscribe button. Maybe ring that notification bell.
Yep.
Leave us a thumbs up. And maybe even tell us something you would like to make this fall feast time. All right, so Peggy, this is your recipe. Why don't you walk us through it?
You know, we made the cranberry relish, which was nostalgia for you. So this one is sort of nostalgia for me, but it requires a lot of pans, all right? Now, this was always made at Christmas time for us, but you could use fall colors. So what you need is three Jellos, three different colors Jello.
So I have 4.
Four, you can use four. Four
Okay.
is great.
All right.
You need at least 3.
Okay.
Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to dissolve your different colors. You need one that's lemon or orange, okay? You're going to leave that one out. So you're going to dissolve your Jello. So I have green because we made it at Christmas, and actually I'm on a no sugar kind of diet right now. So this is the only colors I could get. So I have a green and a red. And what you do is you're going to dissolve them in 1 cup of boiling water and put them in the fridge to set. And once they're set, you're going to cut. I'll show you with the green one. I've got a little skewer here. Yeah. So now what you're going to do is I'm going to see if I can put this so you can see it. Little tiny squares. So those are way too big.
Still too big. Okay.
Little too big. Yeah. So little tiny. Just watch this. So I did 15 lines. You can see all those lines.
And that's an 8 inch.
Yeah, this is an 8 inch. And
So
then
you
you're
want
going
them
to go,
about a 1/2 inch cube. Is that
yeah, I
right?
was thinking more of a centimeter, but 1/2 inch works. And then you're going to go back the other way. So you create little tiny squares.
So about this size.
Perfect. And because they've only been dissolved in 1 cup of boiling water, you don't add the other cup of water. Just 1 cup. They're really strong little pieces of Jello. You can put them aside for a couple of minutes until you're ready for them. But
So they don't have to be in any particular color order.
nope,
Okay.
not for this one. Not for this one here. So I'm going to leave them in my pans here because we have to make our crust.
And this would be, you said you made it for Christmas, and now we're making it for fall, but you're only limited really by your imagination. Get blueberry and strawberry and do something for July 4th and so on and so forth.
Yeah, we only had them at Christmas. I don't know why, but and I would have had fall colors if I could have gotten them sugar-free.
So for the colors that I got, I picked up, I think the red is cherry, and then I got orange flavored, and then I got mango.
Ooh.
So, and then I have lemon that is just starting to dissolve.
Okay.
So a good variety of the spectrum of those fall colors.
And you could put as many different colors in here as you want. Like I said, we only had them for Christmas, so it was green and red. But like you said, Canada Day. Oh, that'd be fun.
Purple and orange for Halloween.
Purple and orange, yeah.
Or purple and green for Halloween.
Mm-hmm. So now you need 2 cups. Well, I'm using a small, this is probably 9 inches by 5 inches. And I think you have an 8x8 pan there.
An 8x8 casserole, yep.
So 2 cups of graham wafer crumbs.
And instead of graham wafer, I got chocolate baking crumbs. Eee, yum.
So you're gonna need 2 cups of your crumbs. And this is not an overly sweet cookie. So I'm not going to do it, but you can just put a couple of spoonfuls of sugar in your base to just give it that nice sweetness, because this is not an overly sweet cookie. A 1/2 cup of melted butter, pour it into your graham cracker crumbs. Give it a stir around. Now you're going to pour that into your pan. And I don't grease my pan because there's enough butter in my crumbs, but if you were going to bake it, I would grease it, but I'm not going to bake this one. And just
Now,
press it in.
You mixed it up in a separate bowl.
Yes, I did.
And I didn't. I hope that's not going to hurt anything.
Yeah, that won't hurt anything.
I'm running low on dishes.
That's one thing this dish does require is a lot of dishes, because you have to mix things up. So you can use Dream Whip or Cool Whip. I'm going to use Cool Whip because I'm lazy.
Okay.
Because Diane has taught me things like that.
And the funny thing is, I asked her, should I get Cool Whip or the envelopes? And she said, no, get the Cool Whip. It's easier.
So now I've had my lemon jello. I poured this into a measuring cup about maybe 2 hours ago. It's not set. So it's 1 cup of boiling water with your jello, and you're just going to leave it on the counter until it's room temperature. So you can see that it's somewhat set. It's not hot anymore, but it's really not set either. So if it's set, put it in the microwave and let it come to this sort of runny texture kind of thing. So you're going to pour that into a bowl.
She is using lots of bowls today.
Yeah. So now you're going to take your Dream Whip and you're going to start folding it in. Make sure your Dream Whip is thawed and not frozen. And you're just going to fold that into the yellow jello. The yellow jello.
Yellow jello.
So you're just going to keep folding it. And you're going to add a little bit more of your Dream Whip in. So I added mine in 3 batches.
Now, I don't know if mine was quite as set as yours. I mean, it was cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll set in the fridge.
Oh, okay.
So here it is now, all folded in. Hopefully you can see that sort of all folded in. And this is where you go and you get your little squares of jello. So I give that a little stir, and then I'll add in my red jello.
And I'm still working on folding.
This is such a simple recipe. Once you've done it a couple of times, it's like, oh yeah, this is so easy.
But it's looking easy. It's just, I'm slow.
That's okay. Pull myself, you can see the top there. See all those little bits of jello?
Okay, I see the colors. So why was it we kept the yellow for mixing in with the...
If you had like a green or red, you wouldn't be able to see the colors in it when you cut it. Like when you cut this, you'll be able to see these beautiful different colors.
Okay.
But if you had a red as your base, an orange would work nicely, but it just wouldn't show up as pretty.
If you didn't want to go quite so easy and you had some unflavored or uncolored gelatin, would that work too, or do you need the flavor?
You need the flavor. There's not a lot of flavor other than the Cool Whip and the Jell-O in this square. And after you're done, you're supposed to lick your spoon.
Okay. That's a law?
That's a law.
Okay.
And also the Cool Whip now has a really nice flavor to it. The yellow, the lemon. I take a little tiny bit of the graham wafer crumbs and I just sprinkle it over the top to make it look pretty. Sprinkle it over the top just to give it a little bit of a, yeah.
Nice.
And pop it in the fridge.
So about how long does it need to sit in the fridge?
But you need to let it set for at least a couple of hours.
Okay. So we'll see you
Yeah,
back
we'll
here
come
in
back.
a couple hours.
And we'll taste. Mine came out perfect. Oops.
I'm not sure if mine are going to come out perfect or not. All right, so mine came out in a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what? Still tastes the same, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
You cut
here we
down
go.
through it. You see all those different colors. Let's try it.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I probably should have gotten the graham. The chocolate doesn't mix with the fruity flavors of the Jell-O as well as I thought it would.
Oh, okay.
But other than that, yummy.
Another successful, easy recipe.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have to be complicated to be good.
Not at all. If you make this and take a picture and put it on social media, give us the hashtag lockdown lunacy. There we go. Put it down below so you get it right. We'd love to see your pictures.
We would.
Yep.
So from Buckins, Newfoundland, I am Reverend Peggy.
And from Norton, New Brunswick, I'm Reverend Diane. Be safe
Be healthy and be
the
the
church.
church. See you next
Bye.
time.